Hi, my name is Sophie, and for Mother's Day, I wanted to create a tribute video for my own mom. Despite all the work she's done serving the Vietnamese American communities and Vietnamese people around the world, especially for my generation, she has never really cared much to be on the spotlight. But I really think that she deserves this recognition. So here is my mom, Anna Nhã Y Trần. Known as the founder and creator of Cherished Productions, her work has been found around the world, touching lives of people from Australia, Europe, Asia, and yes, the United States. It all started out in Vietnam. As a teenager, she moved from Đà Lạt to Saigon, and she joined a theatrical group where she focused on performance art. After the fall of Saigon, she had to leave everything behind.
Overseas, at the beginning of another week, the Vietnamese boat people are getting more help from the international community. There's an ever-increasing sea rescue operation in the South China Sea, which of course includes American ships.
When she finally made it to the United States in the 80s, arts wasn't a career option for her. She studied in computer science at Temple University. After she moved to California with my father, my parents helped run Hideout Productions, one of the first Vietnamese American music production companies owned by my uncle. She got to work with the top singers at that time and even taught Delina how to pronounce words in Vietnamese for her songs. After years of utilizing her computer science degree, and after my birth, she found that the office environment wasn't for her anymore. So she started searching for videos and programs to help me learn Vietnamese since I was born here in the United States and she didn't want me to lose my roots. Since she couldn't find any, she began to make her own. And after years of friends and family and so many people asking for these videos, she finally established Cherished Productions in 1995. I was only 4 or 5 years old, and it was the best game of house ever. I got to pretend to be asleep and then wake up and then skip around, and I got to brush my teeth with a brand new Little Mermaid toothbrush that became very popular after that music video got released. And thanks to connections from her theater friends who were still in Vietnam and had music connections, she began to build an empire. At that time, Cherished Productions was one of the only companies that provided children's music and entertainment educational programming. And her videos were flying off the shelves like hotcakes. At that time, we were still using VHS, and we were selling wholesale around the world. Unfortunately, I wasn't the best singer back then and now. So she started searching for children who can sing really well in Vietnamese and can pronounce the words really well. And one of, I would have to say, one of the prodigies that she found was Xuân Mai. and she is a household name in every Vietnamese home, similar to that of Shirley Temple. So she's the Vietnamese Shirley Temple. At that time, a lot of the new children's music was politicized, and she wanted the children to maintain their innocence. And so she commissioned composers and lyricists to write different songs that are now known as basically Vietnamese nursery rhymes that almost every child would grow up at least hearing once in their lives. She used her great producing skills and knowledge to create a library of music and of memories for so many people my age, older, younger, in our generation. And she's touched so many people's lives. I know it's been a really long time ago, but I still remember filming with her from ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. At that time, honestly, sometimes I didn't even know that I was filming. I just felt like she bought me a lot of new toys. For example, in the song, I remember there was a song where she let me play with a kitchen set, and I got to pretend to make carrot stew. And I will always remember that. And she even let my friend come over, and then I served my friend carrot stew. So it was basically like just basically me playing, and I really did not remember her filming until I saw the music video later on. And we have a lot of great memories together, like spending time in Hawaii to film stuff. And even I remember like running around with her on the beach. Being like swung around and twirled around, and it was such a magical moment. And my favorite part about that is that these magical moments that I remember are preserved in these music videos, and now they just confirm my memories, because sometimes I wonder if was that a dream or was that real life. And after watching these music videos, and I was like, okay, that's real. At that time, I was still the only child, and I longed for a best friend. She finally gave me my little sister, Jennifer, who was the cutest baby ever. She's still cute, but she was also the cutest baby ever. And she quickly became the star of AAPI Productions. I'll always remember her, please repeat, with her really big glasses. We had a few skits with her in it, and she was such a natural.
Good morning, Prince Cullen.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Fine.
Well, now let's start our fun game. Okay, now, what is this?
A rose.
That smells good. How do you spell it?
R-O-S-E. Rose.
Very good.
One of my favorite memories from AAPI was realizing that we were impacting kids that we would never meet. When I was 5 or 6, we were doing AAPI videos, and I just thought it was fun. You know, it was just a fun weekend activity for me. But Dad went to visit a village in Vietnam, and this was one he wanted to help because they didn't have a lot of access to education or to health care. And when he got there, he found that the kids in the village knew some English. It was very specific. It was the script to one of the videos we had done, where I had held up, you know, was teaching the alphabet, and I was saying B, bear, B, bag. And they knew the video front to back. And when I heard that as a kid, you know, you don't realize that what you're doing, what we're doing together on the weekends could be helping kids all over the world. So I think that's one of the moments in my life that made me realize that I want to help other people and to always make positive impact on the world.
filming became like a family reunion. It was a chance for all of us cousins, all of us kids to get together, practice something, maybe practice a song, maybe a skit, or just be silly in front of the camera. We had Christine, Kevin, and John come over to our house to film and also just to mess around with props and costumes.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for the Vietnamese community. Thank you for teaching me at a very young age the importance of knowing my roots and my culture and teaching me Vietnamese and also giving me the opportunity to meet such wonderful and talented people.
We literally grew up with each other and we have so many fun memories and we have proof of that memory too. So now watching those videos again, I think we're all very embarrassed about looking at ourselves, but B, we see all that and we just think about what a beautiful childhood we had.
Thank you so much for everything that you do for the Vietnamese community and for the future generations. I don't think I realized it at the time. I definitely didn't realize it at the time. But Thea was such a wonderful and instrumental moment and part of my childhood and so many other kids. And looking back, I really treasure the time that we had making those videos as kids.
There are some things in life that are way too good to be true, but Cherished was way too good and also very true. And what it has done for not just me, but our community at large, our Vietnamese American community and our youth in particular, is extraordinary. It has definitely shaped who I am as a person today, and for that I am beyond grateful.
Later, we formed what was known as Cherished Academy, where we were able to have kids from the community come and meet with us, and my parents would help train them how to speak in front of a camera, how to MC, singing, dancing, and it was really a great chance for so many kids to get connected with the culture. My mom also commissioned traditional Vietnamese dancers from Vietnam to teach us how to perform and dance the authentic Vietnamese traditional dance and how to be in the Vietnamese traditional costume, etc. And that was such a fun part of our lives, and we got to connect with so many other people that we still keep in touch with today, and seeing them or talking to them again, it's like we are truly family because we still feel that closeness towards everyone. And when I talk to these kids, I call them kids, but they're not kids anymore. Most of them are in college or even graduated. But these young people always mention what a great experience and what great child memories they had with Cherished Productions.
Ở chốn trần gian, điệu ban ca lý, sự chúc cooking, ở trong nhà bếp, nghe everything, nay lên tấu trình, truyền đàn con trẻ.
Performing, especially for the Vietnamese community, is my life. And Cherished was what started it all. So thank you, cô Nhã Ý, and you Jom too, for pouring your heart and soul into something that allowed every kid to express themselves while appreciating the Vietnamese culture at the same time. Cherished has given me so many opportunities that I would not have had if I never joined thế hệ trẻ, and I never would have become the performer that I am today if not for thế hệ trẻ either. So thank you for giving little 5-year-old me something that I never thought I would need for the rest of my life.
I'm so grateful to have had you be part of my childhood and have so many unique experiences that I still talk about till this day. And I feel like it was a very special time. And I hope you and your family has been doing good during this quarantine time. Miss you and love you lots.
Nghĩ tới tuổi trẻ của mình thì Amy có rất nhiều kỷ niệm đẹp về thế hệ trẻ. Vui nhất là vào những dịp lễ như Tết, Tết Trung Thu hay Giáng sinh khi mặc chiếc áo dài lên và trình diễn cho cộng đồng Việt Nam. Mình sinh ra và lớn lên ở Mỹ mà có thể giữ gìn văn hóa Việt như vậy là một điều Amy rất hãnh diện. Vì vậy Amy cảm ơn cô nhà Ý đã cho Amy và nhiều bạn khác có cơ hội để có những kỷ niệm đẹp này.
Khi nghĩ về những ngày thơ ấu, Amy không bao giờ quên tất cả kỷ niệm với thế hệ trẻ. Kỷ niệm đẹp nhất của Amy là khi tập múa hát với các bạn. Nhớ nhất là bài múa trống cơm, đó là lần đầu tiên Amy mặc áo tứ thân. Tuy rằng Amy lớn lên nơi xứ người, thời gian sinh hoạt thế hệ trẻ đã giúp mình không bao giờ quên cội nguồn. Amy xin cảm ơn cô nhà Ý đã giúp mình học về văn hóa Việt Nam và tất cả kỷ niệm tuổi thơ vui vẻ với các bạn.
In the 80s and 90s, a lot of people had the misconception that being bilingual is confusing to a child. Yet my mom always believed that being bilingual was healthy and good for the child's brain development. And she's always pushed that, and now today we see so many scientific proofs and evidence and articles showing us that being bilingual or trilingual even is good for you. Still though, many parents were worried that their children did not know enough English to go into school. If they are growing up inside a Vietnamese household and no one speaks English, how can they prepare themselves for going to school, for kindergarten? And so my mom created these series where first of all, these kids were learning American nursery rhymes and also learning how to speak English and preparing them to be assimilated into the mainstream American culture when they turn 5.
Oh, my tummy hurts! Owie! Ow! Owie! My tummy hurts.
By the time she started thinking about producing the English Vietnamese bilingual series, I was already attending the Orange County High School of the Arts, which is OSHA. And I was there since 7th grade. And that's where I met a very beautiful and talented friend named Shay. And so after meeting Shay, my mom thought of a great idea and we started to include Shay in our productions. Shay is an amazing singer, she's so friendly, she loves kids. So she quickly became the face of our English and Vietnamese series.
This is pink, this is pink. It's so pretty, don't you think? There are lots of colors that I could think of, but pink's the one I really love.
Hi, Anna. I just wanted to say, first of all, Happy Mother's Day. And I wanted to thank you and your whole family for being so amazing to me. I know it's been a very, very long time since we worked together, but I just wanted to thank you for being so amazing to me, for basically treating me like your third child. I had the best job that a teenage girl could ask for. You guys were just amazing to work for, and I grew so much, and you guys gave me so many wonderful opportunities.
Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
I had a lot of fun teaching English, working at Cherished with everybody. Everything that you guys taught me, I was able to use and develop a career where I still get to do all this fun stuff today. So, thanks again.
You want to count with me? Okay. You want to count together? Okay, let's see. Let's see, this is one, and two. Now, what if
at that time, so many people wanted to get their hands on Cherished products, and that actually also became our downfall. As we began to move towards the digital age, VCDs, DVDs, and CDs, transferring and copying these products became easier and easier. And as a matter of fact, a DVD, which my mom sold for $5 each, which is relatively very cheap, but someone could take 5 of our DVDs and then put it into one hard drive or one DVD and then sell it for 99 cents. And at that rate, my mom would have never been able to make back the production money that she spent on each product. So here we are being drained of our finances, and my mom was struggling so hard to keep doing what she does, but the more people loved it, the more people started buying pirated versions of it. And so people loved it so much that it hurt my mom, literally. Some people might ask, if my parents were the ones who created these programs, then why didn't they take legal actions towards these bootleggers or pirators? And the answer is that they could, and they did. And the problem is that they were being drained financially, and it was money that we no longer had because we weren't receiving the same revenue coming in as much as we were putting out. And so years after years of litigation, lawsuits, catching people with warehouses full of copied products, I think my parents finally lost their energy. And a lot of it was, I think they lost their drive, because I think it hurt, like knowing that they created these products to help the community, yet because people loved it so much, it became pirated, and people, some people weren't thinking about the long-term effects of their pirating or purchasing the pirated products. They just thought, hey, this is cheaper, I'm gonna buy this. But then they didn't think that they were literally killing our company. All my life growing up, my mom has never liked to be in front of the camera. She's never liked to do any interviews or any public appearances. She didn't like to have attention or be recognized, and she always stood invisibly behind Cherished. And I have always been her face and her voice, and always been pushed to the forefront. So even when she received a resolution or was recognized as a Woman of the Year, she had always asked me to replace her and receive these awards, or to be her face. It was only in our most desperate time when finally we were able to convince her to do an interview. And this was a big interview, and I think she tried to back out multiple times. But Paris by Night, Paris by Night, number 90, they were honoring and recognizing Vietnamese women around the world. And my mom was one of them. and rightly so. She was interviewed by the famous Vietnamese MC Nguyễn Cao Kỳ Duyên, and she spoke so elegantly and gracefully, and just, I think at that moment when everyone saw the soft-spoken great woman behind Hey Jia, I think a lot of people fell in love with her. And I have so much respect for her and her ability to choose words and present things so beautifully.
Một ngày nào đó, ví dụ như mà Trung tâm Thúy Nga chẳng hạn, không có thể thực hiện được những chương trình tác phẩm để đời nữa, thì quý vị có nghĩ đó là một mất mát to lớn cho nền văn nghệ hải ngoại hay không ạ? Mất mát to lớn lắm. Do đó, nhà ý xin phép được cơ hội này, xin phép Thúy Nga cho nhà ý nhắn nhủ với lại những người đang làm những cuộn băng giả, thì nhà ý xin phép các anh chị hãy dừng tay lại. Xin hãy đừng làm những cuộn băng giả nữa. Xin đừng dùng bàn tay in những cuộn băng giả đó, bóp chết cái nghệ thuật của Việt Nam, bóp chết hết tài năng của những người nghệ sĩ rất đa tài của Việt Nam, hoặc là những sáng tác mới không có cơ hội được thực hiện nữa. Xin hãy để cho nghệ thuật Việt Nam có cơ hội bay bổng và thăng tiến, để mà có thể một ngày nào đó có thể so sánh được với những nền nghệ thuật âm nhạc thế giới. Cảm ơn chị.
Thưa quý vị, chị Nhã Ý nói yêu cầu những người làm băng giả mà chị nói nhẹ nhàng quá, em tưởng chị sắp mời ta tới nhà ăn cơm. Very sweet, cảm ơn chị.
Even the MC said, wow, you're asking people not to pirate or buy pirated products, but your gracefulness makes it seem like you're inviting them over for dinner. However, even with that last plea, we were still not able to sell our products. Maybe some people were just copying it for their family members, or some people were copying it to sell. And so that was really hurting us. She finally gave in and closed down Pehejia, a landmark for so many children who go to Phúc Lộc Khao. At that time, I was 20, and I vowed to continue her legacy and take over the company and bring it back to where it was. Fresh out of college and just starting out my career, I tried to resuscitate the company, and I soon realized how hard it was. When I started to begin making my own productions, I started to see how much work she put into it behind the scenes. I guess growing up with her, I did learn a lot about production and running a company, but it's not the same when you have to do it yourself. I think another secret weapon that my mom had was my dad. While she came up with the ideas, and while she was the brains behind it, my dad's were the hands. He helped make her dreams become a reality. I tried for a little bit, and I realized how hard it is without a team, or at least without a partner. And now as an adult, I can see how amazing, how bold, how brave, how courageous, how brilliant you really are, Mom. As I try to follow your footsteps, I can see that I would be extremely lucky to just be 10% of what you were. Not everyone can do what you did and accomplish the things that you did. And you truly are a legend. And aside from being a great mom to me and Jennifer, you've been a great mom to so many children around the world. You've helped so many kids learn Vietnamese and stay connected to their culture, and help them accept who they are and love where they came from and connect with their parents and grandparents, and you've done so much. I know that you'll always remember the journey that you've had with the Productions, but I also want you to know that so many people will never forget the work that you have done and how you have changed their lives. That's why I secretly posted on a group called Subtle Viet Traits, and it's a group of Vietnamese young people just like me in our generation, and we share things with each other that has to do with the Vietnamese heritage. And so I posted about you in this group, and I was so touched to see comments pour in from around the world. Hundreds of people commenting and liking this post. Seeing all of these comments from people that I didn't know, people you don't know, but people who remember the work that you did and how you've touched their lives, how you've changed it, how you've given them so many great memories. I knew that this is something that I needed to share with you. And I know you don't like the attention or the spotlight, but I think that you deserve it. And I know you deserve it. And I wanted to share these comments with you. We also have video submissions from people who are thankful for you. Some people you may recognize and know them from ever since they were very young. And other people you might have never met in your life. But nevertheless, you changed all of our lives.
Con muốn cảm ơn cô rất nhiều đã tạo ra mấy cái video tape thế hệ trẻ. Con thường xuyên coi mấy cái video tape đó, coi tới nó hư luôn. Mẹ con thường mua cho con để con về để con coi rồi học hát, học mấy câu tiếng Việt. Lúc mà con về Việt Nam á, ai cũng hỏi ủa sao con sinh bên Mỹ mà biết nói tiếng Việt hay, biết mấy câu Việt, mấy bài hát Việt này tại sao biết được. Thì con thường nói là tại vì con lớn lên con coi thế hệ trẻ. Con nhớ là lúc mà con đi Phúc Lộc Thọ thường con thích đi, mẹ con thì lên coi vàng hay quần áo thì con đi coi, con ở thế hệ trẻ con coi mấy cái video tape đó.
Cảm ơn cô đã bao nhiêu năm qua lúc nào cũng nghĩ đến các em học sinh sinh viên và làm gì đó giúp cho các bạn, nhất là những dịp của hội Tết sinh viên mà đã qua. Cô lúc nào cũng cố gắng làm cái gì đó cùng chú và cũng như là cùng các bạn và các em tìm cách để giúp cho các bạn trẻ không những học hỏi về tiếng Việt mà cũng là văn hóa của người Việt Nam của mình luôn. Vì thế cảm ơn cô và cảm ơn đại gia đình của thế hệ trẻ đã bao nhiêu năm qua có những cái resources để giúp cho chúng con học hỏi được tiếng Việt. Cảm ơn cô và cảm ơn các bạn đã cùng nối tiếp trên con đường giúp đỡ mọi người. Xin chào.
Hello, cô nhà Ý. This is Thủy Vân. I want to thank you so much for the Thế hệ trẻ talk show on Little Saigon Radio. You and Chuchum were always the most nurturing mentors. You gave me some of my sweetest childhood memories, and you gave me the confidence and leadership skills that have carried me through life. Thank you so much for everything.
Cho nên là nhân dịp chị Sophie có làm một cái documentary về cô thì Nghi muốn tỏ lòng biết ơn cũng như lòng tri ân của mình đến với cô nhã Ý cũng như cả gia đình của cô. Cảm ơn mọi người rất nhiều vì đã dẫn dắt Xuân Nhi trong những ngày đầu tiên bước chân đến nước Mỹ, và cũng như là những bước đầu tiên trong sự nghiệp âm nhạc của Xuân Nhi, những cái bước rất là quan trọng trong cái nền tảng, là tạo ra được một cái nền tảng cũng như là một cái gì đó rất là vững chắc để cho Xuân Nhi tiếp tục đi đến cái đam mê và hoài bão của mình. Thank you so much, cô. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I just want to say thank you so much for being not only a wonderful mom, but an inspiring role model, a great leader, and a passionate businesswoman. You've taught me so much in life, and you just being you has guided me to really dream big and to always reach for dreams that make a positive impact on my family, on the people around me, and of course myself. So thank you so much for that.
Happy Mother's Day. Thanks for being such a wonderful aunt to me and my brother. It was so wonderful to grow up basically the street down from you with Sophie and Jennifer. It felt like we had a second set of siblings and a second set of parents with you and Chuchum.
And I just wanted to say thank you for birthing two amazing, beautiful girls who I love deeply. I love you all. And I hope I get to see you all soon, but I miss you guys. And once again, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, cô nhà Ý.
Happy Mother's Day.
I love you, and happy Mother's Day.